everyone. Today I'm going to try to make you something that has become a favorite with my future son-in-law Donnell and his friends. They're called Portuguese sliders. It's a take on sausage, peppers, and onions, but it's with our local sausage and cured meat of the area called linguiça and chorizo. Now first I start with garlic that I take and smash and peel off the skin and chop into fairly small pieces. It will disintegrate. And one of the things that I like to do is to take and put it in a pan, and I've already had some water in here so that the garlic can get softened and it will not be so bitter if in case it gets burned. While that's cooking in the pot, and you have to keep an eye on it. Now this is the linguiça, and it's a pork sausage that's been cured, and it has a lot of paprika in it. And I cut it in half, and then I cut it into half coins, maybe about 1/3 of an inch thick. And then this is the chorizo. It's a little bit larger in diameter, and do the same thing. And the chorizo comes in a regular strength, and then you can even get it in a spicy flavor. And I've made the sliders, and sometimes I'll make them spicy, and I'll do 1/5 spicy, and then the rest traditional. The garlic is rendering out nicely, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil, just a little to get it started, because the linguiça and chorizo has a lot of fat in it, and that's what you want to do. You want to render it out. And I like to do it low and slow because you want to render out all of the fat. Now while that's cooking, I'll show you how I like to cut peppers. I take the bottom off and take the top off, and I hate seeds. It happens to be my pet peeve. So what I'll do is I'll go down the side, and you'll see where the veins are, the ribs, just go down the side, and if there's any seeds, I just tap them out. And I really don't want to waste anything, so I cut all the little pieces off the crown and do the same thing on the bottom. You want them into little bite-sized pieces. And on these other pieces that you have left, oh, God, those pesky seeds, I'll take them. Oh, there's a little slimy piece. Oh, we don't want that. Cut them into bite-sized pieces. Now I'm taking the onions, which I've peeled, and I'm just slicing them up into about 1/4 inch slices. Now you can do them by hand, as I've just done, or handy mandolin, and you adjust the gauge to the depth of the thickness of the slice that you want. Now you can do it this way. Safety is primary, so it always comes with a guide, and it grasps the product that you're trying to slice, and look how easy that is, and quick and done in a flash. And then sometimes there's a little bit left over that doesn't quite come out perfect, so I just slice those up, and we're ready to go. Now folks, it's getting nice and golden on the bottom, so I'm going to add a little bit more olive oil because I'm going to put the onions in. I separated the linguiça into 2 pots because I overestimated my quantities. One thing I want to add at this point is a beer. Now, let's get rid of the bad Corona, but everybody likes the really good Corona. So Each pan's gonna get a bottle of Corona. And now we're just gonna let this cook until everything wilts down. And I'm turning it up just a bit. I've noticed that there's a lot more linguiça in here, and I have some more to add on the end. So I'm adding a bag of frozen peppers and onions just to make it a little bit more peppery. Bubbling along nicely, I'm going to add a can of tomato paste to each pot so it can cook in, because you can always thin it out, but you really can't thicken it. At this point, one thing I like to add is packets of Saison, which is garlic, achiote, and onion powder. While it's still nice and moist, now we're going to add the tomato sauce. Look how nicely this is reducing. What I'm going to do is now I'm going to add some chopped linguiça, and I add it right at the very end, because if you add it too soon in the process, it just falls apart. Well, we're back, folks. Now, here it is about 2 hours later, and everything is done. Now I'm just taking, these are Portuguese rolls. It's a light, fluffy roll, and I've cut like a little pocket in it. What I do is just go and take a small size ladle, fill it in, and there you have it. Little Portuguese Pops. Enjoy.